Hey guys, welcome to this week's Miracles video. And our miracle tonight, or today, well, I guess it doesn't really matter when I say that because you're going to watch it whenever it works for you. So the miracle at the time at which you are going to watch this video is Jesus's very first miracle that he performed. And so Jesus and his mom, do you remember what her name is? Yep, Mary. Jesus and Mary go to a wedding. Have you ever been to a wedding? So they're at this wedding and the unthinkable happens. And they ran out of wine. Now, so like when you try to think about it in today's world, think of how disappointed you would be if you go to a wedding reception and before everyone even had a chance to go up to get their food, they ran out of wedding cake or cupcakes or bungeteenies, whatever it is that they are having at the wedding you're at. Would people be disappointed? Yeah. And so like to run out of wine at the wedding was just, you don't do this. And so Mary tells Jesus, they ran out of wine. And I love this. Listen to this. I'm going to read it right out of here because I think it's just really funny. He says, "Woman, why do you embalm me? My hour has not yet come." And so what Jesus is telling Mary is, because remember, this is Jesus' very first miracle he did. He's like, "Mom, I'm not supposed to start doing this yet. Why are you asking me about this? This is not the right time." And Mary didn't listen to Jesus. Kind of funny, right? And so Mary looks at the servants and she just said, "Hey, I need you to do whatever my son tells you to do." And so now Jesus kind of has to do something. So he goes back to this area where they have it. And so they had 6 stone water jars. And these were jars that the Jews would use the water from these to help keep themselves clean and things like that. And so Jesus said, okay, make sure these are full of water. And listen to how much water was in each of these jars. It is 20 to 30 gallons of water in each of these jars. Think of like 20 or 30 gallons of milk. That's how much water is in these jars. And Jesus goes over and he says, all right, now I just want you to draw some water out of there. And they did. And they take the wine, I gave away the secret. Oh well, you'll get there. And so they carry the pitchers that they had filled out and they start pouring them out. And that water that was in those jars is now wine. And not only is it wine, it's like good wine. And so one of the wedding guests was like, wow. Like usually people save the super cheap wine for later. You saved the best for last. And so this all happened in the town of Cana. And this was Jesus' first miracle. The first of the signs, as the book of John tells us, says it. And this is when Jesus people start knowing that there's something different about Jesus. Because remember, until now, he's just been Jesus who lived down the street. Now he's starting to, people are like, what did he just do? He turned this water into wine. And so that is our story. Sometimes people ask me what my favorite miracle is that Jesus performs. And I really love them all, but sometimes I just come back to this one because it's his very first one. And this is when people start realizing who he is. So we have a mini experiment kind of here. So I have a bottle of water, and then I have just one of those little packets that you can add flavor to water. And just a side note for you, I was looking for, I thought I found this really cool experiment for us all to do. But anything I do here, I want you to be able to do at home. And so what they did, and you can find it on YouTube, or if you hop on Pinterest and look for water into wine experiment, you'll find this video. But it's super cool. He takes a pitcher of water and then he has just this empty container. And when he pours it into this empty container, it turns colors to wine. But you can't drink it. And then he takes that same that container that's turned into wine and pours it back into that pitcher, and it turns back into just clear water. And I was like, I have to do that. And then when I looked at what you use in it, the very first ingredient is an acid. And like one of the acids that I'm pretty sure would burn a hole in this table if I spilled it. So I don't think it was even safe for me to do that here. And I definitely didn't think it was safe for you to do at home. So we're going with this. So I have just a bottle of water. And so this is not even close to a gallon. But this is what it would have looked like that was in those jars. And then Jesus told them to fill those jars to the brim. And then that water they didn't have to do this with the jars. Those jars did not have lids. If you are doing this at home, please make sure you have fully sealed your bottle before you do that. And then it turned into wine. Also, this is safe for everyone to drink because there's no alcohol in this. It's just going to be a wild strawberry water for me. So that is our miracle for today. I can't wait to be back with you next week. If you do this, go ahead and drop a picture in the comment section. And have an amazing day, everyone. Bye.